Unit 1 test review. Here's your first problem. Isabella, what should I do first on this problem? Isabella, you're muted. We can't hear you. What should I do first on number 1, Isabella?
Circle your common factors.
All right, I'm gonna circle X. Micah H, what number moves to the other side? He said the -4, so I have to add 4. -16 plus 4 is -12. You are allowed to use a calculator, so make sure you're checking your work on that. -16 plus 4 is -12, and then I'm gonna drop down the -3x. Makai, what else do I have to do on this one?
Divide.
Good. Divide by -3. Alif, do you remember what happens when you divide by a negative?
You get a positive.
Well, I do get a +4. Anybody else remember what happens? Good, your sign flips. When you divide by a negative, your sign flips. So I get X is greater than or equal to 4. X is greater than or equal to 4. That is my answer, okay? Number 2, what is the largest of 3 consecutive positive integers if the sum of the smaller 2 is 95? Mason, how do I set this one up? Do you remember how you can? And, yep, because there's 3 of them. So X, X plus 1, and X plus 2. Will, what else is important on this problem? Okay, what does it say to sum? It says sum of the smaller 2. Y'all got to be careful with that. Sum of the smaller 2. Which ones are the smaller 2? What do y'all think? Good, X and X plus 1. So you're going to mark this one out. And Wyatt, what does sum mean to do? What am I doing with these 2?
Adding them.
Adding them. What does it give you, Wyatt, when you add these?
2x plus 1.
Good. And what is it going to equal, Jaman? $95. Is means equal, so it equals 95. Isaac, help me solve this one. What do I do?
You subtract 1.
Good, which gives me 94. Raul, what do I do next?
Divided by 2x. I mean 2.
Very good. Divide it by 2. 45, 47. So I get X is 47. X is 47. Janae, is 47 my final answer?
No.
What does it say to find? The what?
The largest.
Very good. The largest of 3. The largest of 3. What comes after 47, guys? 48 and then 49. But what's your final answer? 49. The largest of 3. Okay? The largest of 3. Your final answer is 49. Okay? Number 3, solve for B. Cameron, what do I want you to do first?
Circle B.
Thank you. Circle B. And Lindsay, do you remember what letter moves first on this one?
The A.
Oh, okay, so when they're in the parentheses, think about B and A being inside at each other's house. So B and A are in the same house. So on this one, B and A are best friends. So what should move first? M, okay? Lindsay, how do you get rid of the M? What would you do?
You would divide K by M?
You would divide by M because these are being multiplied. So you would divide by M. So I have K over M equals B minus A. I'm still trying to get B by itself. And Caleb, what would I do next?
You move the A.
How do I move the A? What do I do with it?
You add it.
Good, I add it. So it's K over M plus A. K over M plus A. Anything else I could put on my answer to make it super fantastic?
Equals B.
Very good. Equals B. So that's my answer. B equals K over M plus A. That's my answer. Okay. Number 4, Adkins is having a dance for a school fundraiser. It costs $10 for admission and $7 per song request. If you spent $38, how many songs did you request? Liam, help me set this one up. What do you think I would make for my equation? So I'm going to put plus equals 38, right? Because that's how much you spent. So equals 38. QJ, why do you have to put an X beside the 7 on this one, QJ?
Because it said per song.
Thank you, because it said per song. Paulo, help me solve this one. What do I do?
You subtract 10.
Good. What else do you do?
You divide it by 7.
Good. Divide by 7. So X is 4. X is 4. Okay. Number 5. Oh, what does that mean, guys? Good. You requested 4 songs. Very good. Number 5. Find 4 consecutive odd integers whose sum is 216. Makai, what's the key word on number 5?
Odd. Some.
I think he said odd and some. I think that's what he said. Odd and some. Cameron, what do I do for consecutive odd? Do you remember, Cameron?
You put 2, 4, 6.
Very good. So I put X plus 2, X plus 4, and X plus 6. Very good, Cameron. I put this if it says odd or what? Even. You do odd and even the same way. You do odd and even the same way. So this is X plus 2, X plus 4, and X plus 6. Why did I write down 4 of them? Because it says 4, right? 4 consecutive odd ones, okay? Charlotte, what does sum mean to do?
Add.
Thank you. So I'm going to add them up. Allison, what do I get when I add them up?
4x plus 12.
Good. And Jordan, what else do I write down on this problem?
Would you
Hey.
just finish the equation and say that equals 216?
Thank you. Very good. You would put that it equals 216. Excellent. Janae, what would I do next?
Draw a line and move 12 over and subtract it by 216.
Ooh, cooking with grease, people. Cooking with grease. I like it. 4x equals 204. Jamon, what next? Very good. Divide by 4. X is 51, I think. Can anybody confirm that? Okay, X is 51. Okay. Anybody have a question on anything we've done so far? All right, number 6, Adkins High School spent a total of $1,250 to have students come to school during the pandemic. They spent $300 on a disinfectant fogging machine, $200 on signs, $10 per teacher for a face shield, and $5 per teacher for a pack of masks. How many teachers are there at Adkins? Kamari, can you help me set this one up?
This is going to be 300 plus 200 plus 10x plus 5x.
Very good, very good. Mia, why did he put an X next to the 10 and the 5?
Because they both said per teacher.
Very good. Micah H, what else should I do on this one? All right, he said combine like terms. That gives you 500 plus 15x. Chase, what else should I do? Chase, you there?
Divide.
What information have we not used in this problem, Chase?
I do not know.
Real quick. I'm sorry, Chase, say it again.
I do not know.
All right, read the first sentence, Chase. What does it say that was spent?
1,250.
Yeah, how should we use that, Chase? How should I write that down? What should I put? If it's the total, what do I need to do with it?
Make that finish.
Make it equal to 1,250. I need to make it equal to 1,250, okay? Tania, what do I do next? I'm sorry, Tania, say it again. Say it one more time. I think she said subtract 500. That gives you 750. 15x equals 750. Araya, what do you do next?
Divide 750 by 15.
Good. So x equals, let's see, 15 into 750. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. So it goes into 75, 5, and that into 0. So x is 50. Okay. Somebody sent me a chat about number 5. They said it said find 4. So technically it would be 51 and then what? 53 and 55 and 57. Okay. Good catch. Okay. All right, number 7, Micah and Makai are planning an end of school year party. Ooh, I want to come. They are trying to decide between 2 locations. 4th of July Park will charge $85 for the picnic shelter plus $5 per person for use of the skate park. Salem Lake charges $4.50 per person to fish and $95 for the picnic shelter. For what number of people will the 2 locations cost the same? Janiyah, what does it mean when it says cost the same? Very good. They're going to be equal to each other. 4th of July is going to be equal to Salem Lake. We want 4th of July to be equal to Salem Lake. Will, what can you tell me about 4th of July? So how could I write that? Good. 85 plus 5x. Alif, what can you tell me about Salem Lake?
Like the equation,
Yes, please.
they charge $4.50 per person
Okay, so how do I write that as an equation? 450 what?
plus 95.
Okay, did either of them need an x, Alif?
450
Good. Why does it need an x, Alif?
because it's per person.
Good, because it's per person. So I'm gonna draw my line. Mason, what do I do next? Good, so numbers go on this side. So I'm gonna subtract the 85. Isabella, what else do I do on this one? Isabella, you might be muted. What else needs to move, Isabella?
I don't know.
Okay, we got to move the x's over here. So we have 5x. What else has an x with it, Isabella?
S.
The yeah, it's a 5. Sorry. So you got 5x. What else has an x, Isabella?
4.50.
So I'm going to move the 450 over here. So I'm going to subtract 450x. So I'm going to do 5 minus 450. What is 5 minus 450? Is it negative? Positive, right? 5's bigger than 450. So you get 50 cents, right? X equals 10. And then Isaac, what do you do next?
Don't you divide?
You divide by 50 cents on both sides. What's 10 divided by 50 cents?
Is it 20?
20. Okay, so 20 for that one. All right. B, write a function that represents the total cost of both places. Lindsay, what are you going to have to do for total cost?
I think you're gonna have to combine
Yes.
like terms.
Good. You're going to have to combine them. You're going to have to add them. You're going to have to add 4th of July and Salem Lake. So you're going to have to add 85 and 5x plus 4.50x plus 95. You're going to have to combine them. Jada, help me with that. What do I do? All right, I think that gives you 180. Can anybody confirm? All right, gives you 180 plus, you combine those, it gives you 950x. So that is your answer, okay? C, write a function that represents the difference of cost of the locations. Raul, what does difference mean?
Subtraction.
Very good, subtraction. So this time I'm doing 4th of July minus Salem Lake. So 85 plus 5x minus 95 plus 450x. Okay. Wyatt, 85 minus 95?
-10.
Good, -10. And Chase, what do I do with these two? Do I add them or subtract them?
Subtract.
Good, I subtract them, which gives me positive 0.50x. Okay. Let me have Janiyah. What's another way you could write your answer? Like if you wanted to flip it around, how would you write it? Very good. Okay. 0.50x minus 10. The 10 has to have a negative with it. Okay. Does anybody have a question on those? All right, number 8, M is the midpoint of PQ. Q is located at -9, 4, and M is located at 6, -3. What are the coordinates of P? Mason, what do I want you to do first? Good, I want you to draw a line. Allison, what goes on that line?
P goes on one end and, oh wait, no, that's, Q goes on one end and P goes on the other.
Good. Liam, what else goes on the line? Where does it go? In the middle. It says M is the midpoint. Charlotte, do we know the numbers, the coordinates of P? Do we know that, Charlotte?
No.
So we put X, Y. Do we know M, Charlotte?
Yes.
Yes, it's 6, -3. Caleb, do we know Q?
Wait, did you call my name?
Yep, Caleb.
-9, 4.
-9, 4. Okay. All right. Micah H. What do I need to do to set this one up, Micah H? Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try on you. Okay, so we take the 2 x's on the ends, we take the ends and we do x plus -9 divided by 2, and we know what it equals. Cameron, what's it going to equal?
I'm not sure.
Okay, So this is the midpoint formula, and it gives you the midpoint. What is the midpoint of this problem, Cameron?
M.
And so what number is M? It is 6, -3. So you take the two things in the front, the two X's, and it's going to equal the 6. Okay? It's going to equal the 6 right here. Makai, help me set up the Y's. What do I write?
-3, y plus -3 divided by 2 and equals 4.
Okay, so you have to take the two in, so y plus 4, and then it equals the one in the middle. Okay, Makai? So take the ones at the ends, and then it's going to equal the one in the middle. Okay? All right, Isabella, what do I do next on this one to solve it?
What's that?
Divided by 2.
Mm-mm.
Good. Multiply by 2, so I get x plus -9 equals 12. Will, what do you do next? Good. So I get x equals 21. Jamon, what about over here? What do I do first? Say it again. I got to move the 2 over. What do I do with it? Multiply, because it's moving to the other side. So I'm going to multiply by 2. So I get y plus 4 equals -6. Isaac, what do you do next on this one?
You subtract 4.
Good. So y equals -10. Y equals -10. Okay. So my final answer, if I wrote it over here, would be 21, -10. Okay. Number 9, C is the midpoint of segment AB, D is the midpoint of CB, A is located at 8, 10, and B is located at 12, -2. What are the coordinates of D? Tania, what do I want you to do first on these problems?
Draw the line.
Yes, draw a line. I want you to draw a line. Jordan, what goes on my line?
Would it be the C
Yeah, where would C go?
on the middle?
Good. And what would go at the ends?
A and B.
Good. A and B. That's the first sentence. That's the first sentence. Kamari, what does the next sentence tell you? Kamari, are you there? You're muted right now.
I don't know.
What does the next sentence tell you? Read it for us.
A is located at
This one. Start with D.
D is the midpoint of C and B.
So D goes in the middle of C and B. So I have to put all the information. I'm taking it one sentence at a time. Lindsay, what else can I put on my picture?
You could put A with the coordinates.
Good. I can put the coordinates of A. Jada, what else can I put on my picture? Good. So 12, -6. Okay. All right. QJ, what letter can I find next? C or D?
C.
Very good. You have to find C first because C is in the middle of these two. Okay. So guys, when you're trying to find the one in the middle, you take the two ends, which on this case, I have them. So I do 8 plus 12. You add the two ends ones and you divide it by 2. Well, this one doesn't have any X's in it. I can just straight up do it. Okay. Mia, what's 8 plus 12?
20.
Divided by 2 gives me 10. So my first coordinate is 10. Paulo, how would I find the other number? What would I do? Paulo, I did 8 plus 12 divided by 2. What else do I need to do?
Add the negative 8.
Now I need to do these two. 10 plus negative 6. Make sure you're paying attention, please. 10 plus negative 6. Now I need to add these two and divide by 2. And I can just straight up do it. Janae, 10 plus negative 6 gives you what?
4.
4. And when you divide by 2, it gives you 2. So C is 10, 2. Wyatt, is that my final answer?
No, because you still have to find D.
Thank you. You still have to find D. Alif, how am I going to find D now? What am I going to do? Alif, you're muted right now. You want to unmute for a minute?
No.
Okay, I got to find D. What 2 letters do you think I could use to find D, Alif? Which 2 letters?
A and C.
All right, what is D in the middle of?
A, C and B.
Yeah, so D, you now use these 2. If you take these 2, it will give you the middle one. So now you're going to use these 2, okay? Araya, help me with that. What would I do to find D? What would I do with these 2? What would I write? Araya? What do I have to do with 10 and 12, Araya?
Well, not subtract. Add them.
Add them. And what else do I have to do? I have to add them and do what?
So divide by 2.
Good. Divide by 2. So 10 plus 12 and then divide by 2. Raul, what else do I have to do on this one? What do I have to do with the 2 and the negative 6? Raul, you there? All right, y'all want to help me out? What else do I have to do on this one? So I did 10 plus 12 divided by 2. Good. 2 plus negative 6 divided by 2. All right, so 10 plus 12 gives me 22 divided by 2 gives me 11. 2 plus negative 6 gives me negative 4 divided by 2 gives me negative 4. So that is my final answer, 11, negative 4. Okay. All right, last one. The following regarding a vacation in a car rental company: a car rental costs $50 per day. A car costs 18 cents per mile. You drive 1,000 miles on the vacation. Which function rule represents the cost of a car rental for X number of days? Okay. So if you look at this one, I have 2 things that say per. I have per day and per mile. Anybody know which one's going to get the X?
Per mile.
It's per day, but why? Why is it per day? Why is the 50 going to get the X? Why am I putting the X with the day? Yeah, Liam? Okay, so it tells you that the number of days is what letter? X, okay? So they tell you that they want you to use X for the number of days. So X is days. X is days. So 50 has to get the X. 50 has to get the X. So what answer choice can I mark out? B. I can mark out B. Okay? All right. Then I have 18 cents per mile, and you drive 1,000 miles on the vacation. Okay? Anybody have any ideas about what else you can do on this problem? Whether it's A, C, or D? What? You can multiply these two. If it's 18 cents per mile and you drive 1,000 miles, the company is going to multiply those numbers to see how much you owe. Okay. What is 18 cents times 1,000? 180. So they're going to charge you $180. Okay. So what is the answer? D. Okay. The answer is D. So the 180 came from multiplying those two. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you. This was supposed to be -2. 2 plus -6 is -4. Divided by 2 is -2. Thank you, Jada.